This next song is an original Cheekface composition about noodles, entitled Noodles. Yeah. A big cup of noodles, a giant cup of noodles, a big cup of noodles, a giant cup of noodles, a big cup of noodles, a giant cup of noodles, a big cup of noodles, a giant cup of noodles, a big cup of noodles, a giant cup of noodles, a big cup of noodles, a giant cup of noodles, a big cup of noodles, a giant cup of noodles, a big cup of noodles, a giant cup of noodles, a big cup of noodles, a giant cup of noodles, a big cup of noodles, a giant cup of noodles, a big cup of noodles, a giant cup of noodles, a big cup of noodles, a giant cup of noodles. The next thing I have to say is WRUW is such an important community resource, and you guys all know that, but to us, you know, like, we get to come out here to Ohio, to Cleveland, but also to other parts of Ohio and play, and a large part of it is because WRUW plays us a lot on the air, and they started playing us before, you know, pretty much any other station, like definitely in this area, DJs like Ed and Annie, who've been playing us for a really long time. But there's just like a lot of, I don't know, there's a lot of good community spirit around this, and you know, we get to drop in once a year, or maybe twice a year when we're lucky to come play in Ohio. But you guys keep this community going 365 days a year, like the people who work a show like this, the people who work at a station like WRUW, and most of all, of course, the people who come to the gig and make the community vibrant and exciting in what it is. So we are just very, very grateful that you would have us here. Thank you so much. That being said, it is more expensive to be a touring band these days than it's ever been before, for reasons that everyone here is already aware of. So if you do make it over to the merch table, we made some exclusive merch for this show only. We hope that you pick it up. I'm pretty sure the other bands would also love it if you bought some merch from them. If you go over to the merch table and you just steal something, well, that's kind of messed up. But it's also kind of flattering in its own way. So just do whatever you're gonna do. But kidding aside, we do love meeting people from the community who came to the show. So, you know, give us 10, 15 minutes to go backstage, drink some water, and we'd be happy to meet you at the merch table, whether you buy a merch or other. And before we go, one last thing I need to say, I need to introduce my bandmates without whom this would be a solo set. Over there on the keys, that's AJ, Alex Johnson. Behind the drum kit, that's Echo, Mark Edwards. And on the Fender bass, my songwriting partner, Mandy Tannen.
And this man in the middle, this is the lovely Greg Katz.
Where? And please give it up for Talisa Garcia mixing us for you tonight, making it sound good. All right, well, like I said, this will wrap it up for us. You're listening to WRUW 91.1 FM in Cleveland.